it is my pleasure to introduce our next speaker onto the stage. Please put your hands together for Annette Smith.
Have you ever felt that you haven't mattered? Have you ever had the feeling and asked yourself, who am I? There's been times that we go through in our life when things happen to us and we get afraid. We think that there's something wrong with us, and we continuously go through a phase of asking ourselves, who am I? I have come to know that there has been many people that I have crossed my path, including myself, that have asked themselves that question, who am I? We matter, but we get defined by social standards. We get defined by words of other people. We get defined by things around about us. And we end up in an identity crisis, and that's where I ended up. When I was 15, I ended up in an identity crisis. But you know, coming back to what stats say in the world, that there's a Gallup poll that was done about people and how they see themselves. And there were in that poll, there were 26% of people that thought that they were happy with who they were. Now, I thought about that poll, and 26% is a low number. So what about the other 74%? That is a majority of humankind that obviously throughout their life ask that question, who am I? Now, going back to when I was 15, there was a crisis that happened in my life. I was in my bedroom, and my parents' bedroom was next to mine. And my father, whom I dearly loved and trusted, I followed my dad around everywhere. I overheard some words that he had said to my mum, which devastated me. And I thought to myself that day, I was crushed. I was so crushed that my dad could say these words. And I didn't know why. But it took me into a journey in my life where I was looking for, who am I? I had an identity crisis, so that 74% from the Gallup's poll, I believe, would feel the same as what I do today. There's a gentleman named Frank Hammond. He wrote a book on overcoming rejection. And in his book, he said that people, when they go through rejection, it changes their identity. They become somebody else other than who they were created to be. But you know, moving forward in my life, I had an experience one day, 27 years ago. I was standing in a tree with a rope around my neck because I didn't know. I asked that question, who am I? But I had an encounter with God, and He showed me that I was loved and that I was special and that I was who He created me to be, and that I could step into that and not what words that were in my mind dictated to me who I was. But now God transformed my life. So I'm here today, and I want to just say, I want to give you 4 things that you can do if you have asked yourself, who am I? Some affirmations that you can take away and say, I am powerful. I am loved. I am created to be the best me. And I want to just say, close with, don't ask who am I anymore. Say, I know who I am.
Look at that! Woo! Well done. I'm also quite inspired by you as well, and clearly you are actually on a bit of a tipping point. Yeah, you know, just to let everyone know, she actually got her. Was it your son and your daughter-in-law to also do boot camp as well? Literally a day after you signed up as well, which is so good. You know, I do know at the moment you want to really set up your online business in a strong way. You know, I love this whole area of you just being unapologetic and playing this bigger game, yeah? And I think in many cases we all need to look at playing a bigger game. You know, Demian mentioned this yesterday about our aspirations. We're not aspiring big enough. And to be quite honest, I've got more excuses than all of you. You know, country farm kid from Tasmania, etc. But I love the aspiration now that you have to want to go out there and make a difference. So I'm going to speak something over your life, which is actually a quote. The quote is actually from a lady by the name of Marianne Williamson. I actually think she's one of the most phenomenal writers, yeah? And even Nelson Mandela quotes her. But I really feel that this is relevant for where you are at right now, and about, you know, just being, you know, fight for what you want unapologetically, yeah? So listen to this, everyone. This is a really, really cool quote. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that mostly frightens us. Now listen to this. Who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, and fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You're a child of God, and your playing small doesn't serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. And it's not just in some of us, it is in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give people to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our fear automatically liberates others. Come on, let's give her a hand, give her a hand. Give her a high five, give her a high